Hello and welcome back. If you're pregnant and constantly wondering what's safe to eat or drink, or what you should be getting more of, especially things like salads, coffee, iron, or calcium, I've been there. I remember loving my salads, but also hearing all the concerns about raw veggies and feeling unsure what to trust. So today I'm sharing exactly what I ate during pregnancy, what worked for me, what I adjusted along the way, and what I would absolutely do again. And because my baby is now 14 months old and thriving, I feel really good sharing this part of my journey from the other side. Just a quick note, every pregnancy is different. So be sure to check with your healthcare provider, especially around food safety. Now let's begin. In early pregnancy, I kept things really simple and gentle. Honestly, not that different from how I was eating before, just a little more mindful. By mid-pregnancy, I started focusing more on calcium, and toward the end, iron became especially important. But throughout all of it, my goal stayed the same. Simple, nourishing meals that made me feel good. Let's start with breakfast and my beloved salads. In the beginning, I actually cooked my vegetables and sauteed them with eggs. It was warm, comforting, and easy to digest. But I really missed raw salads. So I made a small adjustment. Besides buying from brands I trust, I gave everything an extra wash or two. That gave me peace of mind, and I got my salads back. My go-to breakfast was always about balancing. Something fresh, something warm, and enough protein to keep me full. Usually that meant a bowl of salad greens with vinegar and healthy oil, 2 eggs, scrambled, boiled, or an omelette, and a small portion of carbs, like whole grain toast or my homemade keto bread. And for drinks, I usually had 1 cup of a single shot Americano. Sometimes I'd also make a small matcha latte, about a teaspoon of matcha. I just kept my caffeine intake moderate, within general guidelines and consistent. And that felt really good in my body. Between meals, I kept things really simple. My favorite was Greek yogurt with nuts and fresh fruit. It was creamy, filling, and naturally high in calcium. Other things like a square of dark chocolate, a handful of mixed nuts, or beef jerky for a savory protein boost. Nothing complicated, just real food that felt grounding. Dinner was where I really leaned into variety. My simple rule, 2 kinds of proteins and at least 2 kinds of vegetables. So a typical meal might look like sauteed mixed vegetables, a side salad, and proteins like meat and eggs or tofu with fish. I made sure to include fish and other seafoods about 2 to 3 times a week. Things like salmon or shrimps. Just choosing low mercury options. When it came to carbs, I didn't avoid them. I just became more intentional with how I ate them. Simple twists made a real difference, like starting with vegetables and protein first and then adding carbs after. I also loved using a little vinegar in my dishes, like in dressings or side dishes, which helped everything felt more balanced. And instead of relying on just one type of carb, I liked mixing them. Things like brown rice with quinoa, purple rice, or beans. So it became more nutrient-dense, not just something comforting. It felt more satisfying and much more steady for my energy. Around 20 weeks, I started paying more attention to calcium. I've never been a big milk drinker, so instead of forcing it, I focused on layering calcium throughout the day. Things I included regularly were plain kefir, cheese on my salads, egg bites made with cheese and eggs, and sardines, tofu, cooked kale, and fortified coconut milk. I was already eating Greek yogurt, so that helped too. And yes, later on I did add calcium supplement here and there, but food was always my foundation. In late pregnancy, iron became a bigger focus for me. It's actually very common for hemoglobin levels to look a little lower during that stage because your blood volume increases so much. So instead of worrying, I focused on getting iron-rich food almost every day. My favorites were red meats, organ meats, chickpeas, seeds, dark leafy greens, and shellfish. Even small amounts regularly made a difference. One thing I was mindful of, I tried to avoid taking calcium and iron at the same time, since they can compete for absorption. And I paired plant-based iron with vitamin C, like lemon juice or bell peppers. Simple shifts, but really effective. I didn't follow a strict diet. I just built small intentional habits. And over time, they made me feel more nourished, more stable, and more confident in whether my body is getting enough. And honestly, a lot of these habits started well before pregnancy. So if you are not pregnant yet, but thinking about it, this is something I would highly recommend. Start building those habits early, in a way that feels sustainable. For me, I experienced very minimal symptoms, almost no morning sickness pregnancy, and I do feel like what I was eating played a supportive role here. Of course, everybody is different, but it's something that felt really meaningful in my own journey. My baby is 14 months now, healthy, growing, and full of energy. And looking back, I feel really at peace with how I nourished myself during that time. No perfection, just consistency, and a lot of really good meals. So that's what my pregnancy nutrition looked like. Simple, intentional, and something I could actually sustain. If you're pregnant, planning to be, or just trying to take better care of your body in a more natural, grounded way, this is exactly what I share here. Subscribe so you don't have to figure it all out alone. And tell me, what are you craving right now? I genuinely love to hear. Take good care of yourself. You are already doing such a beautiful job. So that is all for today. I will see you in the next one.